Daddy born poor, Mama was too. Walking through the snow, plastic bags on their shoes. Papa selling houses, sleeping in a car. Four babies in the backseat, underneath the stars. Well, hey, hey, just work a little harder. Hey, hey, punching that clock with work and prayer and a little bit of luck. Make so much money, need a 10-ton truck. Ha, 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 ha.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Paul McMann here with Forex Smart Trade. It is Tuesday, July 30th, 2024. So glad you could join me this morning here at Forex Smart Trade. Our goal is to help you be the best version of yourself, and we do that by teaching you how to currency trade with our simple yet highly predictive proprietary trading indicators. And I am going to show you one of the trade strategies that we have, and we'll see if we can find a trade this morning. And my goal is to help you evaluate how well the indicators work and if they might be for you. So with that, let's jump in. We first need to hear this guy, and then we'll get going. Oops.
Due to federal and state regulations, we are providing the following disclosure. Please stay tuned, as this will take less than a minute. Foreign exchange, futures, and cryptocurrency trading are highly risky, and you can lose all the money you invest should you decide to engage in live trading. We are not responsible for your investment, trading, or tax decisions. We are not licensed financial advisors, traders, accountants, stockbrokers, or attorneys. We are not licensed commodities brokers and do not engage in or facilitate commodities transactions. We are not an introducing broker, and we make no recommendation as to where you should invest or what broker you should trade with. As you apply what you learn, we recommend you seek advice from licensed professionals. Any trade results that we show should not be considered typical of our students. We do not and cannot track the results or performance of our students' private trading accounts. We do not know what a typical or average student earns or loses trading. This is not a get-rich-quick program, guaranteed system, or business opportunity. We sell training and trading tools. We make no promises our training or tools will generate future income for students, and you may not make your investment back, including your investment in this training. Any redistribution or recording of this material is strictly prohibited without advance written permission.
We teach using a number of tools, one of which is we have a large library of videos that take you through each specific step of certain trades. Two, we have constant and regular group training sessions. We strongly believe in continuous coaching, and that's how you stay on top of your game, and that's how you get better. Even though you know the fundamentals, you keep practicing the fundamentals till it becomes muscle or brain memory. It just you see it, and it you know it exists, or you know that the trade is there. We also do these live sessions where an experienced trader like me comes online and walks you through how they take a look at things. And in that walkthrough, you get to see what I'm thinking about and how I'm thinking about it, and incorporate that into how you think about things. And, you know, you take what works and throw away what doesn't. So I do 3 sessions a week, Tuesday and Thursday morning at 6:30. We did one yesterday, Monday afternoon. And then every afternoon, I also send out an overnight trade setup, which uses a little bit different strategy. A little later this morning, Sean will be doing a trade session at 9:30. And the link that you received to be here this morning, there was the link to attend that. When you become a regular member, we're doing live trades every day in the morning and the evening, in addition to multiple coaching sessions or training sessions. So we're a strong believer that constant coaching is going to make you better. And that's what we, in addition to the personalized one-on-one, which moves you from point A to point B faster, and gives you a stronger foundation. We are always there coaching. I have a little trade routine that I follow off of a checklist that helps me stay focused and make sure I don't miss anything. I like to restart the green charts every day. I like to restart my computer every couple days, every 4 days. Just keeps the memory running fast and picks up any updates. One of the kind of the essential things I think as part of your daily activities is to go back and take a look at trades that didn't work the way you expected them to work. Last night we took a trade on. We took two trades. One on. Both were scalp trades. One on the Euro Australian dollar. One on the Australian dollar yen, and then on the overnight trade, which wasn't part of this session, we also took a winning trade. But last night on this Euro Australian dollar, we got stopped out. So let's take a look and see what happened. And that's one of the great things about our indicators is that all right, we will come back to this. I'm just trying to think what's the best way to do this. So let's do it over here instead. No, I want to do it here. I'm just thinking of the simplest way to kind of show you. I had sent something up for later, but we'll come back to that. So it was the Euro Australian dollar, and with our simulator, I can go back to the time when we were taking the trade. So it was yesterday, so it's going to be 7:29, and it was about 3:57 when we took the 15. All right, let's do this again. It was 15:57. So let's go to 15:57. And I want to show you what we were looking at. So let's actually go. Let's go here. Come on. So we were looking at the Euro Australian dollar. First, I want to show you what we were looking at, what we took the trade off of, and then I want to show you, see if we can figure out why it didn't do what we were expecting it to do. So Euro Australian dollar. Let's save this for now, and then we're going to go back to the time of the trade. So the strategy we were taking a look at was the thick orange line strategy, which is not the strategy I'm going to use this morning, but we couldn't find a trade using the 10-point strategy. So this is a little scalp trade. And basically it takes a look at what the thick orange line is doing. In this case, the thick orange line is a scaled number. So when it's as low as it can go, this number can go down to 0. When it's as high as it can go, this number can go up to 10. When it's at 0 or 10, when it's at 0, it means it thinks there's no more down in the movement. If there's no more down in the movement, that's a good time to buy. So in this case, it's at 0.8, which is within 1 of 0. So that's part 1 of the test. And this trade is good when there's less than 5 minutes left in the hour. Here we've got 3 minutes left in the hour. So we've got part 1, and then we confirm it by taking a look at what the red line is doing on the oversold. So in this case, it's oversold. The red line is significantly past the oversold line. So I've got part 1 and part 2. So this is worth a 5 minute. This is worth a 5 pip trade. When we see this, and there's less than 3 minutes left in the hour. So we went ahead and took a buy. Now, on the buy, I want to, again, go back. 729, 1557. So let's go back and see. And let's open this up so we can see it a little bit better. So we get in at we had a buy with a take profit of 1.16397. $163.197. So I'm going to just drop the lines in so we can see it. 163. What the heck? Are we on the right thing? Euro, Australian dollar. Take profit 163,967. 16. Why isn't this showing up right? $163,729. We get the right date. 16. Euro, Australian dollar. Why aren't we seeing this right? 729.24, 1557, which is 163. Euro Australian. It's not showing us the right pricing. $165. Euro, Australian dollar. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong thing here. Sorry about that. Looking at the wrong set of notes. So let's go. All right. So we're at the right spot. We got in at 165,309. Sorry about that. I pulled up the wrong set of notes. Euro Australian 16. Our take profit was 165,309. 165,3. I'm going to put it at 312. That's close enough. And our stop loss was 165,049. 165,049. 49, 48's close enough. This was our take profit, and we got in at 5 under the 165,309. So that would have been 0.6525. 6525. We get in around there. So right where the candle is. So this is what we were looking at. We had that sell signal. So let's go forward an hour. All right. So it went down just a little bit at the top of the hour at 4 o'clock. Now 5 o'clock is when the new trading day starts. Kept going down a little bit, and that 5 o'clock hour is kind of a weird hour. I don't expect, or between the 5 and 6 hour, that's a weird hour because the brokers increase their spreads. So let's take a look at what happens here. So when they increase the spread, so even though the candle went past our take profit, the wick of the candle went past our take profit, because there was a huge spread here, it didn't close the trade. So the brokers increase their spreads so they can do their end of the day accounting. So it did go up, but it didn't go up enough to take us out. Then the next hour, there was a big down candle, stopped us out. Next hour, it's coming back, and then it took us out. So it did get that jump we were looking for, but it was a little bit delayed. So had we, here's a case where the signal was okay, in my opinion. That signal is accurate about 90% of the time. In this case, we just barely got stopped out before it ended up doing what we expected it to do. So there was a little bit still, even though there was still a little bit more push down before it reversed. Generally, it's not that much of a push before we get that snap back. So the signal was good in my opinion, and it just this is one of the cases where we were a little bit off. So nothing we could have done better, and that's the point, is just taking a look, and I'm confident that there's nothing that we could have done better. So with that, let's jump into today, or actually let's go back and finish our little our trade routine. We are technical traders. We are trading based on the price action. We're not trading on the news. Some people do trade on the news and do quite well, but that's not part of what we do. But we do want to know news items so that we can trade around it. And the place we like to find the news items is Forex Factory. ForexFactory.com breaks news down into 3 categories: yellow, which is low impact; orange, we ignore those; orange, which is medium impact. I tend to ignore those. Some people will consider them in entering a trade. And the red guys are high impact. These are people I want to trade around. So this morning at 10 a.m., we've got some consumer confidence and job openings. I generally don't like to trade within 2 hours of this time. So that would put us at 8 o'clock. We're approaching 7 o'clock. So if we have a trade that we think is going to close in the next hour or so, we can take it. Otherwise, I would wait till after 10:30 to when the market settles. So let's take a look and see what we have. The trade strategy I am going to trade with is something called the 10-point trade signal. that strategy that I just showed you that we went back and looked at was something called the thick orange line trade. So the 10-point strategy, let's get back over here and get this reset. The chart I'm trading off of is the light 6 major. It's one of the standard charts. It's a composite chart. It is showing us 6 different currency pairs, all on a 1-hour chart. 1 hour means that the candle is based on an hour, and the indicators are based on an hour's worth of data. We start with the middle section of the chart. Now, the overall strategy is we want to get the lines in all 3 sections of the chart, the middle, the top, and the bottom, all going in the same direction. And when we do, we have a good trade. Now here, the middle section, this is called the majors and minors. The red and green line is the major indicator. The black and gray is the minor indicator. This horizontal red line is the oversold line. So I am looking for situations where we're oversold, the market's oversold, and these lines are going up, because I want to catch it here. And this blue line is the overbought line. When the market's overbought, that's a good time to sell. So I'm looking for situations where the lines are going down, and I'm going to ride it through the channel. And you see we've got these down candles over the course of 4 hours. Generally on a 1-hour chart, you're going to anticipate getting anywhere from 5 to 35 pips, and it'll take anywhere from 1 to 3 hours. My sweet spot tends to be 11 pips, but here over the course of 3 hours, we've got 17 pips. So we could have carved out 11 pips in that time. So here, we're oversold. Minors have started to turn. The majors are still going down. Euro USD overbought. Minors have started to turn. Majors still going up. So if we're overbought, I want all the lines coming down. Pound USD. Overbought. Minors are coming down, majors are sideways. Green lines coming down, red lines going up. So not quite yet. And I want all the lines coming down. US dollar, Canadian dollar. We're in the channel. We were oversold. We're in the channel. Everybody's going up. And I have what I like to call the double cross. The green line is on top when we're going up, and the gray line is on top. So I've got the 3 things that I'm looking for. 1, we were oversold, although it was about 3 hours ago. 2, everybody's going up. And 3, I've got that double cross. I also like to take a look at the steepness of the green line. And I like it to be greater than 45 degrees. I like that the majors have entered the channel versus kind of being way down here. So I like that, and I will consider a trade so long as the green line hasn't passed the halfway mark, and it's right at the halfway mark. So 3 points here, and I jump up to my TNTs, and I count how many lines are supporting what I'm seeing here. So thick orange line is going up, thin orange line is going up. The blues are inversely related. So when blue is coming down, dotted blue is just barely going down. That means buy. So three of these lines are telling me buy, although just barely here on the dotted blue. Then I'm going to jump down to the pressure, and I want these lines either going up, and here they're kind of going sideways, or I want the green line on top, which I have. So 1 point here, 3 points here, 3 points here. When I have this, the then I want to confirm it. Now, this is kind of an iffy trade because a couple reasons. One, we've got that news coming up at 10, but the second reason is on these other pairs, excuse me, on these other pairs where the US dollar is second, going down, going up. So there's a little bit of inconsistency. I would expect all of these three to be going in the same direction. So it concerns me when they're not. So all right, so we've got the buy. I want to confirm it. The way I'm going to confirm it is looking at the 2 and the 4 hour chart. So here, USD Canadian. I want to see that we are oversold on the 2 hour and on the 4 hour. And the reason is if we're oversold, if these lines are below the horizontal red line, if this trade weakens, we'll still pick up the trade here. So here, this is actually everybody's going up and I got the double cross. On a 2 hour chart, I can use this same strategy. It's just going to take longer to happen. Here, on the 4 hour chart, the majors aren't quite oversold yet. They're not quite oversold yet. The miners are oversold and they've already turned. The lines don't need to be going up, but I do like them to be oversold. So this is kind of borderline. If it were strong, what I would then do is then I would go and I would look at a clean chart. And you can kind of see I already put this in here because I was looking at it earlier. Here's the US Canadian dollar. I'd like to know the trend of whatever I'm trading on, and you can see big uptrend over the last 2 weeks or 3 weeks, just going up. So I want to know if I'm trading with the trend or against the trend. So here we're trading, we've got a buy signal and we're trading with the trend. I want to then drop in some support and resistance. Support and resistance are spots where the candles kind of naturally stop. So you can see they're kind of stopping in here, stopped in here, over here. Up here they stopped. Whatever this band is between the support and resistance or where the current candle is, that's going to become the boundaries of which I trade within. And I want to know how much room I have from where we're at to the next boundary. So this is, I got 12 pips up. And 5 pips down. So the most I'm going to take is 12. I generally don't like to take a trade less than 12. But you know what? I think let me take a look. Let's take a look one more time at the chart. I'm going to go ahead and take a 12 pip buy. 12 pip buy on the euro, on the USD Canadian dollar. So I don't have the US Canadian dollar open here, so I'm going to go to File, New Chart. US Canadian dollars in this first group. I'm going to open that up. I'm going to make it so that we're looking at the 1 hour chart. I am going to click New Order. My lot size is going to be a function of how much is in the account. In this case, it is 5,700. This is a demo account. If I move the decimal place over 4 spots, it comes out to 0.58. 0.58 if I round up. I can take anywhere from half of that to double it. Double it will put us a little over 1. So I'm going to take a lot size of 1. Lot size of 1. I'm going to click Market Buy. It records it. Right click. Go to Modify. And I am going to put the trade in for 12 pips. 12 pips is 120 points. So I just add an extra 0 here, and I click this little blue thing, and it does the math for me. And we're going to use a 3-to-1. So if I went for 12 pips, I'm going to use a 36 pip stop loss. So again, I add the extra 0. Click the little red button. It does the math for me. So we have, and I want to make sure I can see both my take profit and stop loss. So we did a buy trade. What am I going to do with my paperwork here on the U.S. Canadian dollar that we're going to hope is going to close within the next 2 hours with a take profit of 1.38589, 1.38589, and a stop loss of 1.38109. Stop loss of 1.38109, and we're going to expect this trade to close within the next 2 hours. All right, gang. So that's it. If you want to learn to trade, in my opinion, the best way to learn anything is to find somebody who already knows how to do it and get them to teach you. We are very good at trading. The company's been doing this for 15 years. I've been trading for 5. These indicators are simple yet accurate. We will customize a trade plan based around your availability to trade. And we're so confident in how well things work that once we've trained you, we'll let you trade with our money. That lowers your risk. And it's a win-win for both of us. We make money when you make money. And we're confident we can help you make money. If you have any questions, get on my calendar. You can get on my calendar by going to forexsmarttrade.com, forexsmarttrade.com/schedule and book a time. All right, gang. Thanks. We'll see you this afternoon when I send out the overnight trade setup.